Hi, it's me, Jody Hand, Mrs. Hand Painted, and today's video is one of a series of 8 paintings that you can do, some mini landscapes. I'm going to show you how to do each one of these in one of the 8 videos that I'm sharing with you. All of the videos are separate, so this video will only show one of the paintings. I'll be doing painting number 7. You can do this on one 9 by 12 sheet of paper. I have this set up to do 8 different paintings that are all 2.5 inches by 3.75 inches. So you can also do them on these small little pads from Legion Paper Stonehenge. You can get these from lots of different retailers, but I purchased mine from Jerry's Artorama, and they have them in their buy it, try it deals if they're in stock. I'll put a link for that in my description as well so that you can look those up. But these are the exact size of all of the rectangles on my paper, and you can fit 8 on one 9 by 12 sheet of paper. Make sure you check out the other 7 videos so that you can do all 8 landscapes on your paper. And if you want to
We'll start out this landscape with our large round brush and clean water across the entire rectangle again. Um, we're going to be adding in several different colors with this to make kind of a little bit of a sunset, but not in the same style that we did that last sunset one. This time I'm going to just kind of put the colors in different areas. I'm starting off with a bit of a rose color. And then I'm going to drop in some yellow in some different spots and just let that kind of bleed out. And then I'll add some blue, a little purple, and then I'm going to take some clean water on my brush and just kind of blend those all together just to make a very fuzzy looking sky. And I'm going to take my paper towel, I'm going to add in some little clouds just by dabbing on my paper with the corner of my paper towel and just lifting off some of that paint. And I'm going to add in a little bit more blue in that area just to get a little bit more of a blue sky. And I'll take some clean water and I'll just blend that in so that everything is very fuzzy. One nice thing about watercolor is if you're not quite sure, you can try to lift some off with a paper towel and go back in and do it again. And I'm adding a little bit more rose there. I just want a nice, really cool textured sky. And then I'm going to go ahead and lift again with my paper towel just to add some clouds back in. Really, this is just personal preference. You can just blend the colors until you get something that you like the way it looks. All right, now I'm going to dry that a little bit so that I can go over the top with my black for my silhouetted trees. And then I'm going to take my large brush and I'm going to do the bottom for the ground. I'm just covering this in black. If you don't like to use black, you can certainly use an indigo again, or a really dark brown, or mix your own black. But just something really dark so that it is giving a silhouette. I'm trying to make my horizon line nice and straight there. And this is actually my inspiration for this particular design is a painting I've done before. My husband and I did a little painting date and we painted a picture that he took while he was out driving around hunting last fall. So this is some trees he saw out in a field somewhere. And I can link that picture. It's on my Instagram account, Mrs. Hand Painted. But here I'm taking my dagger brush to do my trees just like I've done in my other mini landscapes. And I'm going to do some evergreen trees. I'm doing that in the black. And then I'll just use the very, very fine edge of that to make some bare trees in the back that are like just regular type of trees instead of the fir trees. because he did take that picture in the fall and all the leaves are off the trees already. So there was bare branches behind there. I'm just kind of changing up the height of the trees just to give it a little interest. And I'm just using that dagger brush and I'm using that very fine point and very light pressure to make those very thin branches. And like I said in a previous video, I tend to like to do an uneven number of trees. So here I have 5 of those evergreen trees and 2 of my regular trees popping up, so I have a total of 7. I just feel like an odd number of trees just looks a little better. And that bottom layer black had dried a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more so that it's a little more solid colored. And there I have some nice silhouetted trees in a landscape. If you want to check out my other 7 mini landscapes in this series, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm Mrs. Hand Painted.